following is a presentation of Emery Uno, Division 1.
Hello everyone and welcome to the final matchup in the Sorcerer 16 here for Fairytale February on the Emery Uno channel for Division 1. And good matchup we got for you here to wrap this round up here. It's been very thrilling last 3 days or so, with this being the third and final day of the round here. And this one is going to be another rookie in this one as well. Rookies have been 3 for 3 so far in this round, looking to go 4 for 4 and make up half of the Enchanted 8, but standing in their way is a longtime player, part of the Legend class, who is looking for just their second appearance in the Enchanted 8, looking to get some of that spotlight to start the season. It's going to be number 7 seed Sean Ard from the Legend class taking on number 11 seed Cody Smart, aka Science Titan, from the rookie class here in this 7-11 matchup here. One of the matchups that we don't actually see too often in the league here, but one that has been dished out with how the brackets played out in this tournament here. So this will wrap up the Sorcerer 16, and we will have our Enchanted 8 field set, but with that brief introduction out of the way, let's take a look at the bracket for the Wizard region here, where this will be where the match will be taking place out of. And winner of this matchup will face Mac Johnson in the Enchanted 8. Mac just kind of ran away with the victory in their matchup against Nam. I was streaming that one as well, I believe. Mac really just kind of gave Nam not much of a chance in that one and kept it rolling. Makes it back to the Enchanted 8 once again for I believe just the second time in his career in terms of regular season play. Of course, he has a silver medal from last season's Super League, and then the gold, of course, from his breakout victory in Tournament 3 from 2025. But starting off pretty strong this year, Mac has definitely changed the the sales here for how his career direction is going here, and then it's off to a really good start to start 2026. Especially since he's currently beating the Super League runner-up curse, so that might be one that ends up getting buried with a good showing from Mac Johnson, especially if he can make a Final Four. But I mean, whoever wins this matchup is definitely going to be hungry to get the win. That'll be um it will be first D1 Final Four for no matter who it is. If Cody Smart wins, that would be his third Final Four overall in the league. He made two in D2, ironically both back to back. So kind of running a little bit of momentum in terms of the regular season tournaments. So technically could be looking for three straight. When you think about it. Then for Art, of course, I believe made it to the round of 16 in tournament 5 of last season as well. Came up a bit short there. He'll be looking to avenge that one and make it into the Enchanted 8 for again just the second time in his career. Would need to recall when the first time happened, but I want to say it was I do want to say it was last season. I'm not quite sure, but taking a look at the preview here, you'll see there's been quite a few close calls and a few heartbreaks for Ard here in this round here. 1 in 5 in the round of 16. And I mean, there's a few stories that I could recall from this round for Ard that were oh so close matchups, including I believe one of his first appearances all the way back in 2023 when Power Play was still a newer thing. There was a whole power play order debacle. It ended up being a series decider on that one. That's one I could remember. I know another. I think he had another one with Ashley in the round of 16 as well. I believe back in 2024. Maybe that was that actually might have been 2025 actually. And it was looking good early, but couldn't quite get it going in the back half and did not get the win here. But this is someone that Ard is going to know decently well going into this. At the same time of not knowing them, because this of course will be their first matchup at least in MRE. I don't think Ard is in other leagues, so I guess first Uno 1v1 Uno matchup period as well. I suppose, because I don't think he's not in UUL. Myth's match would not have happened. Um, I think it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And then for Cody Smart, of course, I mean, in terms of the records for D1, it's kind of like not a whole lot to go off of. 9-2, I mean, really good start to the tournament so far. 9-2. I mean, thrashed Evan 5-0 in the prior round, so has been doing a pretty good job thus far in this tournament here, but looking to keep it going with another solidly big upset here. But we'll see who gets the win. CPU prediction has Ard winning this one 5-3. And we will find out who wins. And I guess for one last thing with the career accolades, Ard with nothing there, Cody Smart technically with nothing, but he would also have if this was league wide, he would have a silver and a bronze in tournament 3 and tournament 4 and tournament 3 respectively, from D2 last season. So some league wide success here, but of course being a rookie in D1, not going to have anything for the moment here, but that could of course change with some more wins in this tournament here. Could make the Final Four, we'll see, but should be a good one to end this one. And we're going to join the overlay here. No commentator tonight, unfortunately for Alex, dealing with the snowstorm. Wishing him the best. He's in one of the tougher spots that's getting hit here, so we'll be riding solo tonight here. But we do have Cyan in the VC, and we also have Ard watching afar from the stream here, looking to be locked in via satellite in a way. But I'm gonna start with a question to Ard because he's gonna type his question out, and then while Ard's typing that, I'll go to Cody Smart here. But my question to Ard is: this has been a round where there has been a few hiccups in your career here, but you are now going up against someone who you know relatively well, what they could potentially bring to the table here. And even though this is technically the first matchup between you two, it really does not feel like it. Just kind of your thoughts on what you think Cody brings to the table as a player, and just kind of how do you believe you're going to be approaching this to try and get the win here and make it over the hump that has been this round of 16 for you. And we'll see what Ard has to say with that one. But while Ard responds to that, we will go to Cody here. Rookies are currently 3 for 3 at the moment here. This has been a very strong showing from the rookies overall this tournament, and this round in specific as well. Been doing very well. You would make it 4-4 if you get the win here, but just kind of your comments here on how you're feeling going up against Art. I know this is someone you do have a decent history with, even outside of the league in general, and just kind of how are you feeling about this matchup, and what do you feel you gotta do to get the win and make it where rookies are gonna make up half the Enchanted 8?
Yeah, I mean, I had some time to think about this one because, I mean, I've known Art for a while, and I know he's one of the wild cards here. I know this format he seems to struggle in, generally around the 16 he struggled in, so we're pretty much on even ground. But what I have to do, well, first of all, to make it 4 for 4, we just gotta try to have the luck be on our side. I mean, it's worked twice now. It's gonna eventually come a time to where it's not gonna work. Uh, and
You could
I
keep
guess
going. I'll type. I'll type. You could keep
okay,
going.
okay, fair enough. But basically, there's going to come to a point to where either, regardless of the luck, the player's going to have the skill, they're going to have the experience, they're going to have the mindset of intuition, and they'll reply to you every single time. Or luck runs out, and you have to go off a skill, and you have to try some new things, up the aggression to try to get any win you got. Now, I mean, I've experimented with my aggression throughout this tournament. I'm hoping that with a couple of new moves, I can maybe find a way to pose some sort of upset here. I know my history around the 16 has been a little rocky, so we'll see who comes out on the top here tonight.
All right, I'm gonna quickly type this out for Art so it's just a little bit more clear. I know I was kind of jumping a little bit with the first question here, so I'm just gonna try to streamline it a little bit. There we go. So hopefully that should make things um little bit more straightforward for Art there. Apologize with the question. Apologize with my comments here, jumping a little bit over on that one, but yeah, we'll see what Art has to say. Then we'll get this going here. Again, best of 9, 2 power play. That's how it's been for this round here. I don't remember. I need to remember off the top of my head what it is for the round of 8 here. I could quickly pull it up. Where is the I know it's somewhere. I can't find it though. It's maybe I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, no. The yeah round of 8 would be again best of 9 2 power play. So would be a similar rule set. Okay. Had an audio issue. Fair enough. Fair enough. All good. Thoughts on Cody is a good player for a reason to get here. Apex level player with good execution. Got to be vigilant. Pass of the pass. Needs to stay spiritual and not go wild, especially in the heart of the war and battle. Also start the event. That is a good point. The event should be started, so we're gonna do that now. There we go. Um, so yeah, technically now the match can officially get underway with the event started here. Already have the bot initialized, so it's going to be just up to the call from Ard for game number 1 here to kick things off. I'm going to go with 8 here for game 1. Again, Ard has been looking to load the pantry here throughout this tournament, has been successful with the stock so far, hoping that it can come in clutch once again here as we are going underway here with the blue 6 to start our final Sorcerer 16 matchup. Who will get the last spot in the Enchanted 8? We will find out right now. Alright, alright, so I'm gonna deafen here, so gonna try to lock in. That's been something he's been starting to do a little bit more, especially in the back half of the season from 2025. So definitely looking to use that now. I believe this is his first or second. I'm not sure. Was he streaming last round? I don't remember. I don't think he was streaming round 64, but I can't recall if he had a stream in the round 32 or not. But Art is gonna switch the red right off the bat, and that's actually gonna force Sign into a very early draw. But it's also gonna force Ard into a draw here, so neither with red here. So Ard probably was looking for a stall here, ended up getting it. So okay start here. It's gonna make the rest of this game a little interesting here because we're probably running 3-color from this point, and we do get the switch back in the blue here. So not for long though. Switch crossover in the yellow. This is looking to be a 3-color game very early on here, neither really with red. I think Ard with the top deck got rid of the one red he would have had here, so I don't really expect red to play a factor into this one, but will blue come up at some point? We'll find out. Already a pretty quick start here. After the brief draw city, both are slowly earning it down here for the moment. And there's a switch to blue. Cyan has been wanting this blue here. Second time he has switched into it. Got Luke popping into the chat here. Art does have some blue with the 8, and going to be a double play from Cyan here to get low on the cards. Let's see what happens. Art was not liking the situation here and is going to +4 into green. Fair enough there. Cody was down to 2 cards, so looking to play the safe route on that one. It has another blue here and switches back into the blue, and that's going to force Art the draw here, so ultimately the defense kind of gets turned on him. Cody with decent amount of blue here to work with for the moment. Alright, top deck blue from Ard here, but he's looking to get off this. Cody does not have another blue, though. And Ard has a huge switch on the 7. That is a huge top deck to get here, especially if he can run this on green. Double play on the green here. But Ard's still with the color of his choice. Gets down to Uno here. Cody Smart with 3 cards here. Does he have an option in any of them? Does not have anything. Does Ard have the finish? No, he does not. So 1 card short here. We are in top deck territory, though. Ard not going to get an immediate one. It's not looking to be green on the finish for the moment. Gets a 4. So again, staying low, but I mean, Art is going to be looking for that switch here. Sign still with nothing. Art with no switch though, so going to have to draw again. Now the draw city is going to keep on going here on the screen. Art looking to get another top deck here. What will it be this time? Nothing. It's not going to be anything this time. Just took a long type on the draw there. Guess the question would be, does he have something though? We'll see. Draw City gonna continue on the screen here. We are 5 minutes in for this opening game. Cyan is up to 11 cards now. Art is at 6. Still, both not playing curious to see if either's looking to draw back with green in their hand here. Art is gonna elect to go for the switch into red. Let's see now what happens from here. Yeah. Cyan took it a little bit after this one. Art just switched the red. We actually were a bit lacking on red at the start of this game here, but may have a little bit more going into this portion of it. Cyan taking a second here, gonna +2, so throws Ard back a little bit here. Ard's still with the lead, but the gap is not as big. Gonna be curious to see what both players end up drawing, and Ard is going to elect to switch, but does not have an additional red here. Did not get the bailout he was hoping for on that one. It's gonna be um a bit of advantageous knowledge for Cody Smart, for Ard to be on what will pretty much be 2-color at this point, especially with 9 cards left. I don't know. I mean, I think Ard was maybe hoping to get that switch, get that number placement where he could kind of switch out of it right away, but did not happen on the 7. Might be able to get on the 2 here, but that may not have gone the way he was hoping for, but we'll see. Alright, gets the reverses out, and we have a trifecta of reverses here with 3 different colors, including Cyan's own card in the middle of it here, and it's gonna be a 5-card run into yellow. Cyan gonna immediately play the wild red though, looking to block the option from Ard. Was there anything in reserve from Ard here? No, there was not. So, 5-card run is ultimately gonna just give him a slight lead, but back into the same situation where he was at before. Another red 7 here. I think that's a wise call from Cyan. Probably gonna maybe another draw here. Although Ard could get a top deck red, which would make things a little different. No, he gets a plus. He might have been a top deck +4. Wow. So able to get a big turnaround on that one here. We'll have to ask Ard what happened on that one there when this game's over, but potentially a big top deck +4 there to help get Ard out of that situation though. But will Cyan be able to switch back into the red? He's got 11 cards here, so has a few to work with in theory, but will not be able to switch to the red right away. Has the yellow 7, the Pikachu card. Are going to keep rolling it down on yellow, though, for the moment. Alright, Cyan just rolls with yellow for the moment here. Ard looking to open this series up 1-0. And he's got it with another +4. So at 3 +4s in that opening game there, and Ard will take the early lead on that one. Really able to find the connectors there to get the win there. But yeah, I mean, I think for Ard really was able to win that one on the draws there. I think the only question I have to ask for Ard is because one of those +4s was definitely held for a bit, but I gotta wonder if the other +4 came off the last draw there, which would end up being a top deck, and if that's the case, really kind of helped guide Ard to the win there. So Ard, just let me know where that last +4 came from, and then also kind of when you were able to pick the second one up along the way. I wouldn't be surprised if actually, no. Would all 3 of them No, I don't. The first one could have been on the starting hand, maybe. But that could have also been a draw. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Or just kind of or just let me know where the last +4 came from, whether it was ended up being that top deck from the draw. And then for Cody's +2 in red. Wow. Okay, um, so actually 2 plus 4. So then 2 plus 4s then. It's so then 2 plus 4s. Yellow 7, 9, 2, 6. Okay, so was that I'm assuming that was one of them. I'm gonna specifically. Okay, I'll ask this one also. While we get the response on that, I mean, Cody, I mean, there was points where you were playing some good defense there, but did not seem like some of the draws were being your friend on that one. Just kind of walk me through what happened on that one.
Yeah, that was obviously lopsided. I mean, not a single +4, and basically, like, my starting hand was kind of bad. Like, I had to come up with a plan here to where I had to try to ice him out on blue. That eventually happened. But the plan B would have been, like, try to drown him out and cards have to draw a setting all over the place. But I feel like I made a mistake. As soon as he turned to yellow, I had an opportunity to switch to blue. I don't think it would have made a very major difference. Maybe it would have held him off for a few more turns. Maybe he could have been forced to go to draw so he keep that +4 towards the end. But that was a screw up. I thought I could ice him out in 2 colors, and it just did not work at all that way. I mean, maybe it might have worked if it wasn't for the luck on his end, but before I pretty much say, well, it's just like trying to collect its dang debt on me, it's early in the series. We can always try to split this before we go to games 3 and 4.
All right. Also, Art confirmed that draw ended up being a top deck there, so able to kind of get that second +4 to pretty much kind of steer his way to what he was needing there. So yeah, I mean, good start for Art here. It is still early though in general here, so um, Sign could bring this back and bring it 1-1, but Art will have the game 2 call here. Just can't pick 8, so we'll see where he goes for game 2 here to try to make this 2-0. All right, gonna go 12. So ironically, with how game 1 went, gonna add +4 to the game 1 starting count, and gonna go with game 2 with the yellow 7. Alright, so yellow 7 to start here, are taking a minute to look through his hand. We'll open with the yellow 3. Switched off the starting color in the first game. Gonna stay with the yellow this time. Cyan ends up having the other yellow 7. So yellow 7 off the table pretty early. And just gonna keep rolling with the yellows here so far. And there's a switch from Art here going to blue, running numbers so far. Both looking to get down to 8 here. It's gonna be double blue 9 from Ard, but then also double blue 2 from Cyan. So both with self-dittos of their turns specifically. So now we're at 8 where we were in game 1 here. Now we're gonna keep rolling with the numbers. No ammo yet, and just as I say that, we see a wild going in the green. Now what does Ard do here? He does have the green, so he's gonna play it for now. And a big run from Sign here. It's going to be a 4-card run with the +2 at the start here. Going to give himself a bit of a lead, and that's going to be the first time we see a lot of ammo come in. So Sign bringing out the ammo now. Ard looking in the pantry to see what he has here to respond. what we'll call be going to be a wild play here. So goes into blue, trying to see if he can ice out Cyan here. Game 1 was 1 on the draws here. Can game 2 be a plan A win? We'll see. It will not sign in with no more blue, and we'll have to draw. So Ard getting a little leverage here, but it's going to have to be careful. Going to have to play this right here to prevent a switch from happening. We'll see where Ard does from here, whether it be plays a card or even just straight up draws. Okay, he's going to play. So goes to the blue one here. I think for Ard, really just looking to not have a switch happen. Gets it there, so save number on that one. We'll look to do another one. Goes with the 5 now. I think we did see some of the 5s earlier here. That might have actually been the prior game though. And it looks like Cody Smart is going to have the top deck +4 plus his hand this time, and he looks to get one of his own now, going back into green. So dishes it out a little bit back to Ard here. Ard kind of back to square one. And we'll see where we go from here. Or taking a second to think what he's got to do, when he's got to do here, if he can do anything. Not gonna have a lot of options to switch out of it. But we'll play a double play, and wow, Cody Smart does not have any more green. Wow. So I think he might have been banking on a switch there, but did not end up getting it. And now both are gonna be stuck on drawing on the greens there. So, man, that did not go the way that Cody was hoping for on that one. Ard self dittos on the green 8. Ard gonna top, or not Ard, Cody gonna top deck a green 9, looking for the switch out here. He's definitely gonna be a little bit more aggressive. Does not have it though. Looking at the table here, both potentially looking to climb back up on the ranks here. Both are gonna add to their hands, looking to find those connections that can help them get to the game win. And we'll see. Ard with the green 7. There's the switch. We go in the red. Definitely had to expect Cyan was going to try to jump for the switch here with the lead here. And we'll look to run this one down. Ard going to be able to play red as well here. With the new color, now we'll see who runs out first on this red. I don't think we've seen this in quite a bit. We actually seen this at all during this game? I don't think we have. This is the first time we're seeing red all game here, so new color on the table for game 2. Ard taking a second to type here. And gonna have a +2 to throw. Cody Smart back a little bit. Ard will take the lead with that one. And gonna be able to play the red here. Does Ard still have something on red to keep it going? He does not, so he is out on red now. Does not get that switch. Cyan plays the red 5. We've seen a few 5s so far here. We have had a bit of a shuffle up on the hands here, so maybe could see one to go for the switch here, which Ard will likely be looking for. Cyan is typing also. Curious to see what that could be about, if it's just like a random thing. Did a play there on the red 5. Art is going to power play. He has 6 cards left, and that definitely feels like one that is coming a little bit out of nowhere. I mean, he just played the red 5. Huge run. Wow. It has the skips to run into blue. Cyan tries the power play, cannot do that. So that is not going to work. But man, I mean, this is looking to be a potential finish here. +4, and that is it. Wow. That is not where I expected the finish to be, but Art able to find it there with the help of the power play. Kind of popping up out of nowhere there, but Ard just kind of your thoughts to go for the power play there, and just kind of how that ended up coming together there, because you ended up having the draw on red there, but got a huge connector to help you link that all up and get it done. So just kind of your thoughts on how you're able to get that run going and why you elected to go for power play there. Technically speaking, also, that was a 6 card run to the end. That power play ended up being one that would be more of a block for defensive power play there as well. So wasn't one where it was the you play a card and then um get the finish there. That was one that seemed to be more of a block to prevent a defensive power play there. Uh yeah, I mean, other than that, Cyan, any comments here? That one may have gotten that one definitely came by a bit of surprise there, but I guess the only thing I can think of really looking back is I think you did I think you may have gotten a top deck +4 when drawing, and you went into green there, and then had the draw after. Were you looking for like an immediate switch similar to what R did in the prior attempt to switch the green, or was there something else in the making with that play?
It was a 50-50 choice because, like, okay, so before drawing some more cards, I was down to this particular position. And I kind of thought to myself, should I use the power play or not? But I basically thought that, well, it's early, maybe he has nothing, but, or something like that. Plus, it just didn't sit right with me to use a power play in that position. But then it came to my mind that I should use the power play shortly thereafter. So why after I play the red 2, and I swear this is borderline BS, how the heck is he getting this lucky? I had this. So after playing the red 2, I was going to use the power play there, and that could have easily gotten the win. So honestly, that just, I mean, I'll be honest with you, that would leave a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. But all I can say is a good time power play. I mean, I feel you can agree with me on that one. I mean, well timed given the intention, but I'm guessing what he wants is for me to be more aggressive in the series, and at this point, I may have to reconsider just get the power plays done early and just do whatever I need to do to keep the aggression up. I don't get it.
All right, Ard mentioning that the run came from Draw City, and then as theorized with the power play, going to try defensive usage there as well. How to do it easier with 2 on the Knights. So yeah, I mean, with 2 power plays, you're kind of a little bit more flexible with the usage on that one. So I think for Ard, that's kind of what he was thinking of there. So able to get the win there with the first of 2 power plays being used. So he'll still have another one, but that's going to open up a good series lead for Ard at the moment here with the 2-0 lead. So we'll see if he can keep that one going here as the homestand's going to flip to Cody's here. Sign's got the game 3 call. We'll see where he goes. Full range available here, looking to make a comeback.
I can't remember how I did this before. I remember winning 4 in a row, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did in my first starts here so far. We're gonna go in the middle and go with 10.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with 10 on this one here. Gonna go straight down the middle. And gonna kick things off with the red one. I will mention this also. 12 was usually actually Cody Smart's old reliable last season. So for Ard to win on that one, maybe potentials rattle things for Sign. We'll see. Um, at one point had a flawless record on 12. That's no longer the case, but still a pretty good record on 12. But I'm wondering if that's going to shake up how he's going to end up approaching this for this homestand, and we kind of saw that with the middle for 10. But we'll see how this one goes here. Sign similar to what Art did in game one, going to switch off the starting color and looking to maybe light switch a little bit. Art going to switch back into the blue though, quickly denies the green. And Sign really insistent on the color switching here. Uses a while to go back into green. And are going to take advantage with the switch out into yellow, actually. Has a green skip there. Sign with a double play on the yellow. It's tied, but Ard with the possession arrow lead. And now we find ourselves back into the blue. But now it's the green. Wow, we are getting a lot of number carryover here on both sides here. Ard hoping to have the option here to counter this once again. Sign typing something up as well. We'll see. Art is at 4, so technically could chain this if he has a 4-card finish. +4 with the red. His own card. Cyan, not too pleased with that one. And the red 5. So has the +4 there. Goes down to 2 on the red. And another block on the green here. We'll see if Cyan has another switch. He does not have a switch, but he has a +2, so that's going to even things out a little bit. 46 here. Ard running it down on red for the moment, and Sign with another switch to green. He is really wanting this green here. Ard not able to switch it this time, so Sign gonna finally get what he was hoping for, and self-ditto play there. Another draw from Ard. And Sign just rolling with this green for the moment. And alright, so Sign able to get his greens out, and we'll run out now. Gonna be Draw City on this green here. We'll have the lead though. I mean, this is something you always got to consider, but it's I think trying to be mentally composed is definitely going to be a factor with this one. Obviously, not necessarily the best draw so far for Cyan here. Was able to find some decent card usage in the first 2 matches. Kind of getting the opposite end of the stick here. With this one, just not really a lot of fortune going his way on some of these cards. No reverses played at all yet either, but we're gonna have to see if he can stay locked in on this one, especially if could try to get a win here, even if it ends up being where the cards are the most favorable here. That could definitely be a good momentum swing for Sign to kind of put himself in a better spot here. Well, 3-0, being 3-0 down is not necessarily the end of the world. If you're getting mentally out of sorts here, that could spell disaster here. So I think for Sign here, getting this game 3 win is gonna definitely something that could go a long way here to just trying to keep him in check for the moment. So I'm gonna have to draw once again on the green here, or maybe Ard will look for the switch, or We'll see if the draw city continues. Did play a double. Did do a double play on that one there. Draw city will continue on the Arya green 1. Alright, green 7 now. Draw is coming out once again. Is the 7 going to have the switch? It will, so we're now out of draw city going into yellow. Cyan with the lead for the moment. Ditto play there on the yellow 7. Alright, I'm going to keep it going for the moment. Ard going to switch into red. Ard definitely going to be looking for that draw. Double play on the red from Cyan there. Takes a second to load. There we go. Right. Red 8 gets a wild, and we go once again going back into green here. I think I have an idea what's coming next though. So that's gonna force the draw on that one, and probably a +4 finish if I had to guess. Yeah, there you go. +4 on the blue there, so that'll make it 2-1. So Cody on the board now for the moment. And that could definitely be a win that can help kind of swing the momentum back a little bit here, and kind of keep things in region at sorts, but able to get the win there. Yeah, I mean, Cody, I mean, for the most of that game, you were really liking that green there. Just couldn't really get the switch there until midway, where you were able to get the cards out, and then ended up being a draw city. Just kind of walk me through how that draw city ended up for you to kind of have yourself lined up in a good spot to be able to get the job done there.
It was more urgency, and what I said after game number 2, I had to turn up the aggression because I basically lost game 1 because I made a bad decision, and I lost game 2 because I wasn't aggressive enough. So it pretty much came from adapting to, okay, the aggression factor has been elevated. What can I do to try to get a head start? And hope to God above that Sean doesn't have some crazy chain this time to get the win, because honestly, the reason why I went on the offensive with the yellow 7 while saving the wild is because I was just starting to get slightly frustrated with the bot there a little bit. Not too much though, but I mean, regardless though, I mean, respect to him. Even if he runs away without a freaking +4 for all I care. Long story short, I'm glad I can leave this night with at least a win under my belt. And hopefully we can just control this homestand, tie it up.
All right. Again, looking to make it 2-2 here. Looking to make it a home series here. Are there any comments on that one? Anything that could have gone a little differently, or just kind of did that one play out the way it was going to play out? I think at this point I'm just gonna leave a message and text for Art if I have any questions. Yeah, we'll see what Art has to say on this one. All right, we'll see what Art has to say for this one, then we'll go to game 4. I could have played a bit. I could have played a bit different on the runs of these numbers. That's about it. Fair play. All right. Well, 2-1 here. Cody looking to make it a home series, 4 in a row for the home side. We'll make it 2-2. Can't pick 10.
Oh boy. I do not know either to go one up or one down here. Oh boy. You know what? I have a series plan A, in a series plan B. And it all decides on after game 4. So let's go 1 up, go to 11. Let's try to tighten this thing up.
Alright, and gonna be game 4 here with the yellow 8 to start things out. Again, Cody gonna go 1 up here. And once again, for second game in a row, Cody gonna switch off the starting color. Alright, gonna keep going with the green. And got a diddle play here on the green 6. 2 rookies on that card here. Joao and Gio. Joao still in the bracket. Gio bowing out in the round of 32. And I got a +2 from Ard here in the 7. So 1 up there, but adds 2 cards to Cody's hand along with it. Give himself a little lead. And gonna keep it going here on the green. Other player looking to switch at the moment here, although we've been running it for a while. Could have a switch soon potentially. And there it is. We go into the wild here, into the yellow here with the wild. I'm curious to see if Cody will try to block this with a wild green potentially. Well, didn't even need to. 4-card run, stepped on green for a second, but goes into blue. And retakes the lead with that one. Oh, and a big response there. Both blue reverses here. Ard retakes the lead on that one with the 3-card run here. Both are low. Neither has self-drawn yet here. We'll see who can capitalize. Ard down to 2 now. Cody is out. Does Ard get the Uno or the win? Gonna get the Uno on the switch here to yellow. Does Cody have any answers here? Didn't have any blue. Does he have a yellow he can use or something else to respond with? Not pleased with the bot on this one here. Can Ard get the win off the switch there? And he does. Gets the switch on that one. And Ard able to execute on that one pretty well. Got the right timing on that one for Cody to run out. And takes a 3-1 lead now here. And with the first away win of the series so far. So Ard looking to keep the momentum going here. That was a plan A win from Ard. I don't really have too much to say on that one there. Um, I guess for Cody, the only thing I have to ask is kind of what was the remaining hand there. It didn't seem like there was too much you could do on the yellow or the blue, but just kind of curious how the end of that one ended up for you.
I tried to fade on the yellow, and this is what I don't like about this game sometimes, especially with 11 cards to start, a 3-color meta like that. Oh boy. Yeah, this bot is really screwing me tonight, but... Okay, is that what I... Okay, this is what I had to start, so practically nothing that I can really do with this. I did get the yellow skip out of the +2 though, but I truly did not have anything. But now I'm up for a series comeback. Good freaking grief. I seriously do not want to do this to Sean after pulling this out last year, but if I have to pull it out on my butt again, it looks like I'm gonna have to pull it out on my butt again. Don't know what else to say.
All right. Again, I mean, Ard definitely looked to wanted that yellow there, and I mean, after the blue switch, kind of just played that into that 2-color there. So ended up working out for Ard, and then the 2 yellows left in the hand, able to get the win there. So, gonna be game 5. Ard has the call here, looking to make it 4-1 here. Cody looking to make it 3-2. We'll see where he goes for game 5. Alright, Ard gonna keep it higher here. Gonna go with 14. And there's your +4 start. Every single time I'm here, there's always at least one. Follows me like the plague. So we will see what happens here. Ard is only an MRE, so would not really expect him to do a culture draw here. Although technically in the past, Cyan has at points not drawn on P2 here, so may not matter. But we'll see what Ard does. And all right, there we go. We start with the red 6 here. Okay, well, I don't know what happened there. Start with the red 6 here. Again, if it's P1, it's whatever. But not gonna do it there. Cody with the aggression turned up here, gonna immediately +2. So looking to create an early lead here. Gonna be more aggressive. We'll see how Ard tries to play around this. Gonna be a bit of a back and forth tug of war here, but we'll see who gets the win here. Cody definitely looking to try to even this up again a little bit. Ard advances to level 41 as he plays the red 3. Uh, 4-card run into green, and I mean, you're definitely seeing a bit of a more aggressive approach here from Cody. He did mention that I think after game 2 he's going to try to be a little bit more aggressive, starting game 3, and we saw that a bit, and we're going to see it to probably potentially another level here for game 5. Ard can just play it cool with the numbers for the moment. Another double play here. A lot of ammo coming out early from Cyan here. Ard is out on green. Cody gonna keep playing on the green though. So Ard in early trouble here in game 5. Switches into yellow. But that allows the crossover to blue from Cyan. And still running that plan A here, looking for a pretty quick run to the end here. Would be good to kind of do a bit of a back and forth on that one and then try to take game 6. Ard taking a second to think through this one. Cody has definitely gone off to a much stronger start here in game 5 and forcing Ard to play catch up. We'll see what he ends up doing here. Gonna switch back into green. Cody still has green left over. Ard was the one who originally switched off that green here. I'm gonna go with the 3. I would not be surprised if you have a finish here. Wow, double +4 there. So, Cody able to get one right back. That just seemed like a really good hand from Cody there. So that will help things to try to drive that one back. But kind of back-to-back plan A's there. I don't really have a whole lot to say on that one. Yeah, I don't got much on that one. That just good hand there. That was kind of similar to Ard in the last game. Maybe you know, double +4 there. gonna kind of make that linkage a little easier. I don't even think I'm wondering if Ard was deciding whether to switch or do something else, but I'm not really sure if that decision would have mattered unless it was a +2 there. But yeah, I mean that's the only thing I had to ask. Yeah, I don't really got much for you, Cody, on that one. Just good hand on that one. Gonna help you bring this one closer again, going into game 6. Not really had pocket yellow +2. That was it. Yeah, I mean even then he wouldn't not have been able to play that. So Ard was kind of just along for the ride on that one. But gonna go for the very low tier start here, trying to go the opposite end, trying to take a bit of a gamble here for game 6. Kind of jumped into that one right away. But Ard might be seeing something here. We'll see if this works out. We open with green 8. Do immediate switch here. We're really liking switching off the starting color here to start. Cody's gonna have the other green 8 though, so puts it back on green. We'll see if Ard had a fade there. Plays the wild, has a wild here. It goes into red. And Cody has another wild here. Kind of identical hands so far, besides the one card, or the one color. But Ard out on green here. Sign, look at the keep it going there. And for Ard, turn one, being player 1 kind of hurt him on that one. Now he's stuck on this green for the moment. Ard continues to draw here. This 6 cards. This is looking to not be good for Ard here. This series looking to potentially start falling apart here. Sign on the Uno already with the switch the yellow. Ard with the yellow 1 here. Does Cody have the lineup for the finish? And yellow +2, and that was a complete disaster for Ard there. Not what he was looking for on that at all. And now it is tied 3-3. Again, I don't really have a whole lot to say on that one. Ard went for the risks there and did not pan out well.
Only comment I can say about that one is low tier, full aggression when applicable. This is what I pretty much been trying to imply in my tournament run so far. And as you probably have seen in my D2 runs, G, I have probably not been super strong on low tier. But something I've experimented with is when there's lower tier, if there are cards to help you out, be aggressive. No second thinking. You gotta go plan A, no draw, hope to the Lord above it pans out. And in this situation, it absolutely panned out. The green cards helped me with that run.
Yep. I mean, I think good amount of green there. And having that green 8 to kind of fall back on the switch definitely worked out. Yeah, that did not go well. That did not go the way Ard was hoping for it at all. Now Cody with the call for game 7 and 8 here. I'm just gonna quickly make sure Ard knows that.
This might be interesting. I don't know if I really want to go balls on the wall yet, or do I want to save it for game 8. So I'm gonna try to go high tier. I know high tier hasn't been the best. I tried going in the middle, that did succeed, but then it kind of failed on game 4. So I'm gonna go with the full send.
All right, Cody gonna go for the full send here in game 7 here. Best of 7. This will be the last game here, but best of 9. We still have a little bit to go here. Cody with the power play advantage, though he has 2. Ard still only has 1. So we'll see how this one shapes out. 15 full send. All right, there we go. Gonna get this one going here with the full send flag. There you go. And we are going with the green 9. So back-to-back games, we start on the green. And once again, an immediate switch off the starting color. Sign going to get off the green right away here. And alright, Art gonna roll with the yellow for now. And the series was middle paced in the first half here, but now it's kind of gone into a bit of a speedy run here. Last 3 games have been a combined roughly combined 8 minutes or so. So has been pretty quick so far in these last 3. We'll see if game 7 will be the same. Although with 15 can be a byproduct of a longer game. All right, are gonna switch back into the green there. Cyan looking to not play it. Gonna switch into the red. Crossover there. And Ard, that's gonna open the door for a bit of a slap there for Ard to do the +2. That will give him the lead for the moment. But another switch into yellow here from Cody. Now what does Ard do here? Back on yellow. Have not seen blue so far. Ard is out on yellow here, and I mean, for Ard, this is not really the situation he wants to be in at this moment. Started off good, but then it's just the momentum has kind of shifted sides here in these last few games here, and he's gonna have to find a way to rekindle that spark here, as he's gonna have to draw again on the yellow. Because again, yellow 2 from Cyan, looking to kind of abuse this yellow for the moment. All right, and there was a little bit of a burst there. 3 cards switching to green. Cyan gonna roll with it for now. That play actually gave Ard the lead back here, but it is close. It's only a possession arrow lead. Going to run down the green for the moment, though. Green 2. And it's another wild play here, and we're going back into the yellow here. What will Ard do on this one? Has not been very strong on this yellow here in this game. Art gonna take a minute to try to collect his thoughts on this one. Typing up a storm here. And gonna go for the +4 there. Gonna try to take a little initiative there. Goes into red. We've not really seen Ard be super aggressive so far in this series here, so I think that was the first time saw him take a bit of a swing there. Switches in the blue, gets a +2 for his troubles, and now we're back tied at 7. Ard just gonna run it with blue for the moment. I need to check this. I don't think Cody has a self draw yet. Of course, he had the draw from the +4 and whatnot, but I don't think Cody has a self draw yet in this game. I don't. Okay, well, we're gonna. That's definitely a play there. So it goes up to the blue 9. Arg with another 6 here, and gonna go with the 68 on that one there. So now both running down blue. Both at 5 here. We'll see what Art does. We'll see if a power play maybe could come out at some point from the other side. Art only has 1 left. Cody has 2. 624 into this game. Gonna play a wild into green. And wow, Cody Smart with a +4 there. Goes back into blue here. Throws 4 extra cards to the way of Ard. Now what does Ard do here? Tried to go for the switch into green with the wild, but got snuffed out with the +4. And wow, a huge run there. A +6 and ends up responding with a +6 and goes into yellow. Flips the scoreboard a little bit. Ard down to 4, Cody back up to 9. Big response there from Ard there. And another huge response there from Cody. Gonna elect to draw here after switching it back into blue. And both do not have blue here, and it's gonna be it's gonna be draw city here. Well, top deck blue 1 there, so may not be draw city. We'll see. Cody gonna have to draw here for it. Yeah, okay, now we're in draw city. So top deck blue 1, neither with anything here. I'm gonna have to draw once again. So draw city commences here on the blue. Cody plays his own card for I believe the first time this series, and we'll have to draw on that, so leaves the reverse open. Ard gonna continue the draw here. Blue 2, red 2. Alright, now we're really switching it around here. Crossover into green now. This was the color Art originally wanted. And Cody gonna roll with it for now. I don't know, the way this game is feeling, this could end up being one, even though this technically isn't for it, but this could end up being for the series here. This definitely feels like a very important game for both players. double play there from Ard, looking to slowly bring it down here. Sign with the green 6. Another green 5. And are going to have to draw there on that one. And switch the red here, so Cody able to kind of take advantage here. Maybe freeze up Art a little bit. Says he hopes this isn't a blunder. What's Art do here? Both are at 5 cards. The +2 there from Ard will give a bit of a buffer here. All right. Ard down to 3, Cody up to 7. Negates that +2 right then and there. We just saw Ard draw on the green here. Get the switch to red. There could be a bit of a jailbreak potentially here. Is typing it out. Plays the red 4. Could this be the switch that he needed to kind of get this lined up and going? We'll see. Gets the Uno on the red. 4 straight reds played. So I'm going to continue with the reds. And he gets the wrong number placement. Oh, man. And Art is going to capitalize on that one. Unfortunate one for there from Cyan there. Just wrong number, wrong time. And able to get the switch on the yellow there. And that ends up going down to a numbers game. And unfortunately, sometimes just kind of the wrong number there could be costly there. And I mean, that's not really something you could foresee for the most part. But unfortunate for Cyan, but a big break for Ard there, who is able to get the switch the red, which ended up being his strong color, and then found a switch the yellow to close that one out. So big break for Ard there. Unfortunate situation for Cyan on that one there. Cyan 4-3 here. Obviously, the yellow 5 or the red 5 did not work out there. But you were looking good at points. I'm gonna wonder if maybe the switch the red was what you were looking to take back. Although again, you had red and yellow there, so it looked a little bit all over the place for you. But just kind of any general thoughts on that one here, going into these potential last 2 games here.
Oh my god, I'm kicking myself for that one. That was on me. That's just basics there. I mean, I really should have been patient. I should have waited. I mean, I don't know if it was intuition from earlier, but I kind of guess you would go on the offensive. I don't know if card history would have been applicable, but I just had the clear path to win. Just a couple of turns, and I would have used the power play after the red 3, and that was just frustrating. I'm kicking myself for that one. That definitely should not have happened under normal circumstances. That was a good stop. Generally a good stop. Should have seen it coming. And I'm just pissed with myself. That was a shot myself in the foot moment. Can't blame anyone but myself.
Yeah. Unfortunate scenario on that one there. Still got room to make the comeback though. With it being best of 9, we'll have to win the next 2 here, and you do have both power plays, so that could play a factor here. But Ard now 1 away from the win. We'll see what he has to say here. Sign, you also have the game 8 call here, so could use that to your advantage here. But we'll see what Ard has to say. Red +2 ended up changing the game. Early +4 was a mistake because that basically gave me number control, and those 2 +2s included that red one. Alright, so Ard feeling good about that one. Going to game 8 here. Sign with the call. We'll see what he decides to go with here.
I really do not know what to say. At this point in this game, you gotta go all in. I generally hate this. If I lose this series, it's because of my own fault. But I'm gonna go with the full send again.
Alright, gotta go with the full send here once again. Gonna try it for game 8. Last one was the longest game of the series so far, with that being 11 minutes 45. Start with the blue skip here for game number 8 here. Cody looking to get 2 straight wins. Ard looking to end it here and not have to go to game 9. Yeah, blue skip, blue 1. Alright, Ard gonna switch off the blue here to start. Alright, and crossover in the red now. Looking to keep it going. We are rolling with the red here right now. And that's going to be open up the switch for green now. 3-card run into the green. And another switch here. A lot of switches early on here. Play the yellow 6. Cody immediately responds with the green 6 to go back. And okay, Ard with a +6 here. That's, I think, the second time he has done the +6. Going to throw Cody back to 14 cards. And Cody going to respond with the +4 here. Going to be a little bit more aggressive. Alright. Gonna go keep the aggression going with the blue +2 there. Alright, then we're gonna just kind of roll with blue for the moment. And I stand corrected, we get to switch into yellow now. And big run here from Cody, actually, on the yellow. He is taking a bit on this one here. Still his turn. Wow, that is a humongous run here. Not quite what he was looking for there with the play there. Red reverse, red +2. Does he not have a red reverse? I don't think he has a red reverse. Okay, well, that was an interesting call there. Yellow 4. All right. Okay, so rolling with yellow for now. Um, and all right, so +4 from Cyan there. Going into blue now. It's another +4 in this game. Blue. Tried to switch the yellow. Cyan had it covered with the green. And now we go with the yellow on this one. So we are back in the yellow. Ard had the double yellow 7. Keep it going there. Keeps it with the yellow for the moment. Yellow 9, another of the 6-9 variety there. And so that's actually going to be a draw for Cody here. Was at 3. Ard is now drawing on yellow. Draws keep on coming here. Signing with the top deck yellow 8 here are going to keep drawing. Sion gonna draw as well. Alright, so yeah, I mean this game has been a bit of a slower paced one, to say the least. We're at 9 minutes here, both at Draw City on the yellows. Alright, Draw City's gonna end here with the switch to red now. +2 in the red 3 here from Sion. Gonna throw Ard back a little bit here. Big lead at the moment for Sion. The slower pace has been working out in his favor so far. Now what does Ard do here? Game 8, just hit 10 minutes. It's gonna be another +6 here. Ard gonna throw another one. Gonna bring that one pretty much back to even now once again. Okay, so we go into blue. Blue 5 now. Try to go with the green switch there, but another crossover goes back into yellow. Ard gonna have to draw on that one, as does not really have a lot of options there. And I mean, with the +6, I think Cody's gonna have a few more cards to work with on this yellow here. This one, barring a crazy run to the finish here, will be longest game of the series. Once again, so far. Game 7 was the longest. This one will break it. Ard gets to switch into red. Double play there from Sion. Double play from Ard himself to kind of minimize that gap. Both running it down on red for the moment. Ard taking a second to type here. We'll see what he's got next on deck here. It is 7-5 on the cards at the moment. Ard with 1 power play, Cody with 2. Cody typing. +4 from Ard here. That will throw Cody back a bit further. Kind of the mix of aggression here. It's been interesting. This has definitely been a bit. We've kind of slowed down the pace a little bit. It's been a bit more methodical here. I'm just kind of rolling. Cody's gonna use his first power play. I don't think this is a finish. Yeah, it is not. Uses the wild and then gonna throw a +2 on top of it. So plays a little defense with that one. We'll see how this one pans out for Cody here. was not feeling great about the situation. So use this first, he'll have one left, so now it's tied 1-1 on the power plays. Art is out on yellow, still struggling on this yellow for the moment, and Cyan going to take advantage to switch out of it to blue. Yeah, I'm curious if Cyan was thinking that Art had a +4 link or something like that, because I mean he had the wild there, was probably would have been able to force him to draw there, but yeah, it kind of has flipped this around nicely here. We'll see if the power play was crucial to that, or if it was just kind of an extra add-on. But Art kind of back into kind of back a little bit behind now for the moment. Cody playing the blues here. Kind of a similar spot we were at before. A little different. Cody with one less card keeps we keep the blues going. Art's turn here. See what he does. Down to 6. Have blue 6 as the card. I feel like in terms of the power play, we kind of have an idea of what Art is going to go for here. Ditto's the blue 6 here. Cody with another blue. Down to 2. This is kind of where we can look at the history here. 3 of the +4s are gone. Still only 1 wild left. We do have 3 wilds left though, so a few cards available. +2s are pretty juiced besides 1 on the green. A lot of skips have been used already. We'll see what Art does here. Depends on what he has in his hand here. Could have nothing, could have something. And if he has something, does he feel inclined to use it now? Or does he take the risk and wait? Art gonna type here. Gonna go for the wild yellow here. Really looking to take a shot with this one here. Hoping for the draw. Cody with the comment on that one. Great wrong color. I mean, that could mean a fatal switch here, but I mean, with the dots, I'm not quite sure. Gotta wait for the play to come in. Gonna use his second power play here. So he's used both power plays in one game, and you know, the wild yellow is effective here. Is now Cody has used both his power plays in game 8. So if it does go to game 9, Art has the power play advantage, and it's ultimately going to be an ice on the yellow. Cody's gonna need a switch on the 0 here, to get the Uno, which he does have. He has the red 0, so able to get a big top deck on the yellow 0 here. Now what does Art do here? Red 3. Cyan was hoping for the draw there. Did not get it, but will it matter? It will matter. Has to draw here. I'm wondering if that's a tell though. Oh man. Was really hoping for the draw there, did not get it. And maybe in a bad spot here. Yeah, I mean, another draw here, and I mean, yeah, I just don't think this has gone the way that Cody has needed it to, because he's used both power plays in this game 8 here. And from the looks of the draw there, there's a real possibility that he may not have even had to use the power play um, in with the wild yellow. I get what he was going for with that one there, and definitely there would have been a risk to leave it open, but man, to have both your power plays be used in one game is that's gonna make it tough for game 9 here if we do go there. And right now we're on Draw City here on the red. Draws keep on coming here. Draw galore on the red here, and I mean, kind of just looking at the history, red has been pretty juiced up. I mean, you have both 2s left. You have a 1, both 7s, and then I think a reverse, and I think that's it. There's still 2 wilds in the ecosystem. There's still a +4, so it's still a decent amount of ammo cards in the equation. Could come down to who ends up getting said cards here. Although we are going back to higher cards at the moment here. 20 minutes in this game. I think it's been a very tense game for Ard, but I think a pretty solidly played one. I think the slower pace is definitely leaning to what he's hoping to have here. So I mean, yeah, again, Cody mentioned he was trying to go more aggressive here, and I think the slower pace has kind of paused things for a bit. Draws keep on coming here on the red. Did have the did have a top deck red 7 with the reverse as well, but really all that did was even up the cards. Red 7 again, so it's another self ditto on the red 7 again, another red 7, and Art is now starting to go here. Cody is still drawing. I'm wondering if Art got something here, which is why he's going a bit more aggressive now. There is a +4 left. There is 2 wilds left. I'm wondering if he got one of those 3 cards. And it's going to get immediately slapped in the face with a +2 on the green here as we were back underway. That will... Okay, not tie it. Art still has the lead. I don't know if Art's going to pay too much attention to the +2 there, unless it gave him a red, which maybe could throw off what he was going for. Yeah, I mean, Cody plays the green 0. I'm wondering, I was thinking he had the green 0 on Uno before, because he was asking for Art to not draw there. Maybe a bit of a lapse in kind of focus there on that one. I mean, I don't really know if Art would have changed his thought process on that, no matter what, but I mean, to me, that told me he had the other green 0. There was only 1 0 left, and it was green, so... Yeah, double green 3 from Art here. Going to keep rolling on the green. We have not seen a lot of green here. Look at the history. Green has not been used that much, so going to expect a little bit from green. Every single +2 has been used. We still have a wild +4 left and 2 wilds. So there's still ammo cards left in the equation here, as we have 5 cards remaining in the deck. Both are looking to run it on green for the moment here. I would expect a decent amount of green from both players. Green 8, green 2. keeps the greens going. Art still has his power play. Cody gonna have to win this clean. What does Cody have here? He is typing. He has the last +4, so he will have the last +4 here. And it goes into yellow. This also will give Ard 4 of the 5 remaining cards left, so we'll see if he picked up any goodies here, or if that's going to be just a bunch of junk. This will likely be a board game here, because we're at 24 minutes here, and I don't see this game ending in a minute. So 1 card left in the deck here. Art just got +4'd. More +4s left. And gonna use some of that ammo to go back into green. Cyan able to have some green left over still. I mean, again, this green has been barely used throughout this game here, so I'm not surprised that both have a good amount on this green at the moment. Alright, there we go, 25 minutes, so we're at 25 here. I'm gonna add the Uno board here. There you go. Another green 8 here. 3-card run from Cody goes down to 2 on the blue. I mean, this deck has been pretty much dried out here, so I'm not really sure what the options are going to be left. There's 2 wilds remaining. Someone has one of them at least. Double play from Ard here. Blue 9 Uno. I think this could be a bad spot for Ard here. I mean, there's a very good chance Ard or Cody could have one of the 2 remaining wilds. There's no +2s left. No +4s either, so not really a way to force a draw, unless it's an ice. I'm just not quite sure what Ard's gonna do here. Switches the green. Does Cyan have one of those 2 wilds that are left? Taking a minute. And he does. He does have that wild. I was thinking he had that because there were so few cards left. I just had a feeling that he was going to have that lined up there. And forces the game 9 here in a very, very long one. But going to have to use both power plays to get there. Yeah, what a very long and very long-winded game there on that one. But Cyan, just kind of generally, what were your thoughts there through that one? Anything you wish you did a little differently there? I mean, obviously not ideal spot to have to use both power plays in game 8 there. But you do keep the series alive going into the final game.
I don't know what to say. Honestly, there are games where I should have won. This was probably a game where I should have lost. I mean, the plan before considering using the second power play was to use the red 0, then the green 0, hoping you would have had the yellow 0 by pure luck. Then I had to use the second power play by desperation because, well, he used his first power play from 6 cards. So I had to do something to keep the series alive. So I was just desperate because I know I made all these mistakes in the game, and I was just plain pissed, just to put it that way. Yeah, sorry for our people at home, but I was just generally plain pissed. I was frustrated at myself for all those mistakes. Like, I should have won the series by now, but I screwed it up early. I hope that it doesn't come back to bite me because this is reminding me of 1 year ago all over again. My opponent won because I made mistakes. That's what got me out last year, around this point D2. And not too well on myself anymore. I hope we both get good cards in Game 9. I genuinely hope we can do good out of this.
Well, we'll see what happens. Looking at the rest of the round here, I mean, we're ending this one with the game 9 here. Compared to the rest of the round here, there was 3 other game 9s before. Monkey Brian, Nick Lara, and then Taco Logan. So this one coming down to the wire. Flushed both his power plays on the Wild Pig. That was the biggest key. Yeah, I felt like there even though he kind of kept the game alive for a bit, I really think for Ard being able to get rid of both power plays there is definitely gonna help him set up for game 9 because he's gonna have the card at the call also. So this could be a situation where even hands puts Ard in advantage here, and he's gonna go with 13 here for this final call. So this will be it. Last game of the series here. Going to game 9. Yeah, I mean, this has been a mostly higher tier series. We do split the full send here. And I think Ard went for the highest card start. Actually, no, we didn't because he could have picked 14. But I don't really know what the reference is for that GIF there, Monkey. Oh no, early mistake here from Ard. Does not get what he need. Does not what he get got. Did not get what he needed to off that one. Will escape on. Will escape okay for the moment. There we go. That's gonna be another thing also. You gotta keep an eye out for how these commands are typed. I mean, you don't want to make a mistake here. Um, able to get away with that one, but Cody gonna switch into green. Again, this round has been such a struggle for him in his career here. Really trying to hope he doesn't have another heartbreaker in this one. Green, keeping the green afloat for the moment. Both quickly running it down. Down on the numbers for the moment. And we saw a very long game 8 here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something quick here for game 9. Kind of like to kind of flip the scales potentially. We've seen that from time to time. Switches the red here. Cyan with the card lead at the moment, but that's only possession arrow. I mean, the question's going to be, what does Ard do here? Cody does not have a power play. Ard does. Big run there going into green. Will take the lead. I mean, if there's like a +4 Cody's holding on to, that might force it out here. He's down to Ard is down to 3 here. And yeah, there's the +4, so able to have the +4 off the top here, so decent starting hand for Cody. Able to use that +4 to block there. Now what does Ard do here? He's now behind again. Plays just a blue 4. Sign keeps it going on the blues. Kind of a flipped scenario from where we were a second ago here. What does R do in this situation? Let's flip the understandables. Game 9, the winner takes all here. The last spot in the Enchanted 8. Code looking to make it 4 for 4 for the rookies here. Ard looking to make his second Elite 8 appearance in his career. Ard really taking a second to think about this one here. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, depending on what he does, this could be the series here. He's gonna power play. I don't know if this is a finish. Uses the wild into yellow and then goes to the yellow 8. So gives an extra card to Cody here. Uses the power play, so we are power play free for the remainder of this series. Ditto play there on the yellow 8. Are gonna have to run this clean to the finish now. A lot of yellows here from Cody. Yellow 1. So back-to-back dittos there on that one. Art is out on the yellow, though. And so is Cody, so now both drawing. Oh man, with both low here, the series very well could come down to a top deck. But no one getting it so far. Alright, Draw City continues on the yellow here. We're gonna have to see how that power play affects things. May not have needed to use it, but based off Cody's reaction, it definitely threw something off. But Draw City keeps on going. Top deck yellow 2 here. And switching the green now, so Draw City breaks. Ard in. Ard's still behind here. Well, you do have to switch the green here. Ard taking a minute to think. Switches the red crossover. I think the thing for Ard here is he's gonna have to find a draw here, and I mean this is Ard has been really playing behind in this game here, and I mean this is a series where he was in position, and now it just seems like he's lost the lead at the advantage he had. It's Cody continues going the red. Another play into wild to the yellow. Gonna get the draw there. Does it force a double draw there? It does. I don't think I just don't think that's a good sign for Art here. Um, to me, that just shows he's not very confident in his hand at the moment. He's gonna definitely play it more patient, but there's still a big gap here. He's gonna have to hope he found something there on the draws that can help him out, but because I mean, if he has all numbers here and he can't find another color that Cody draws on that's not yellow, it could spell trouble. Do get to switch the blue here. Maybe could get something going. Double play there. Diddle play on the blue 9. Keeps it going with the blues here. Blue 8, blue 5. I get the blue 4. Gets to switch into green here. I have a dog that needs to go outside, so diddle play there on the green. Cody at 2 gets the Uno on the green 5. What is the call here from Ard? Gonna go for the safety option here. Will that work this time? It will once again. I think that time definitely needed to go for it there. Cody in top deck territory here, but Ard gonna elect to stall out again on the yellow. I don't know how many more of these he's gonna have though. Cody definitely gonna look to try to break free early. Doesn't get it on the yellow 6. Ard typing something up here. It's 6-3. So both kind of low in the cards. Or continuing the draw. Draw City keeps on going for the yellow. I gotta let this dog out. I'm gonna be right back here. I'll keep an eye out on the game on my phone. Okay, never mind. He's good. Worked out. Draw City keeps going on the yellow. I mean, this could end up being another long game here. Has been a good series so far. Hasn't necessarily been the cleanest on either side here, but both giving it their all here to try and make it to the Enchanted 8 to face Mac Johnson in the Wizard Regional Final. Okay, so +2 leaves the door open. Does Ard jump on this? He usually doesn't like these +2s. Ard is up to 16 cards. Man. Ard has just been continuing to try to utilize this card drawback here. Cyan hoping for the hit, and Ard not gonna do it. Another yellow here. Top deck. Ard starting to play now with some of his yellow cards. Just holding on to a few of them for a while. And again, this is kind of something similar we saw in Game 8, where Ard started to get going at some point on the draw cities, but he's going to stop again. I just have no idea what this hand is going to end up being here. I don't know how much he's hold. I don't know how much he has. I mean, we're gonna have to find out whether if he's holding or not, and if maybe he was holding on for too long here, because that is definitely something we have seen before in the past, in a variety of these situations where someone is trying to get the drawback, get the big cards to help them out. It doesn't really come, but you have a few options to kind of get something going. Short term, maybe get a little fortunate break here, but sometimes it's just kind of holding on to it for too long. But draws keep on coming. I think there's only been 1+4 so far. Yeah, only 1+4. 3 wilds. Ard had 2 of them as blocks on the yellow. Double draw here. Once again, draws continue. Just another long game in the making here. We've gone well over an hour here. Stream overall has been gone over 2 hours. I mean, the series has kind of changed paces all over the place. I mean, started out mid-range for the first 3 games, then it went really quick for the next 3, and then these last 3 games have been very much longer pace. Game 7 was a little bit more of a shorter, long pace, but I mean, Game 8 and especially this Game 9 have definitely been more on the slower, longer side. Alright, 16-10 on the cards here. Ard tries to place the L7 here. We'll see if we get a break soon. Oh, based off what Ard has been doing, I'm not really sure if he wants the break right now. We'll have to see. Just kind of seems like there's been maybe a few opportunities to do it, and Ard has elected not to go for it here. We'll see if he goes for it soon, though. And there it is. He will go for it here. Switch to the green, and we are out of the yellow draw city, and we are going again. Crossover into the red here. Back underway. Looking to be 3-color game here. Cody has held on to a lead for a good chunk of this game here. Ard has been kind of playing behind here, but been playing some solid defense. Did have to use a power play though, which may have been something you could have held on to. We'll see. It's gonna have there's gonna be a good bit to dissect after this game here. And well, we just got a rainbow here on the blue 7, so skills for everyone here. I hate that my gifts can't load because I can't find which one it is. Blue 7. Yeah, yellow, green, red, blue. And with that also, Cody had a 3-card run with the +2, and Ard is still very, very far behind. Surprisingly, we have not reached a territory where comeback has been noted. No one's been at 20 cards so far. Ard gonna switch the red. Cody keeps it going. I think for Ard has to find a color that Cody draws on that is not yellow. I really think that's gonna be what he has to get in this series here, because otherwise it's gonna be very difficult for him to kind of make up this gap that we have at the moment here. It has a +2 to close it a bit, but Cody gonna keep going on the red. Cody has been holding this lead for a while here, and he is very desperately trying to uh, get far enough away to not allow Ard to have any more responses here. Keeps it going on the green. Really keeps it going on the green. Pace picking up a little bit now. Ard with 11 cards here. What is he gonna do? Two pretty quick turns so far on the green. Again, just take a minute to try to collect his thoughts, think what he wants to do next. He's been pretty patient so far. I think Cody's been a little bit more patient also, but I also think there's been signs of aggression. And there's their first swing. Art's gonna go for the +4, and I think it's gonna be the first lead he's had in probably over 15 minutes. Goes in the blue. Wild green from Cody here. Looking to try to force a draw. And Art gonna draw again. I mean, Art has really kind of just been exposing his hand, I feel like, with some of these colors here, and Cody's just really been getting on top of that. Quick switch out of green though into blue, crossover into yellow. Playing the flurry here. This was where we had a long draw city. Crossover back into blue though. Still blue there. Cody with the blue too. Both close on cards here. Again, that +4 play was able to bring things closer here. But once again, Cody reclaiming the lead. Blue 1 from Ard. And 3-card run there from Cody. He's down to 2, has a +4. Maintaining this lead. Is the time running out for Ard here? What's the option from Ard here? I think there is only one +4 left. Yeah, all the wilds are used up. There's one +4 left. There's 12 cards remaining in the deck. Quite a few +2s as well. Every skip has been used also. But then there's a reverse left on each of the 4 colors. So, I mean, the ammo has been dried up a bit, but, I mean, there's still a rainbow of reverses left, and there's also there's 5 +2s left, including both on green. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of where you get to the point where you gotta kind of think what the opponent could have here. Not a lot of cards left in the deck. Are gonna have to take a second think. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he has some +2s to maybe do a +6 potentially. Yeah, are taking a really long time on this one here. At 22 minutes in game 9. Yeah, are taking a really long time on the type here. This is not a 10-card finish. Cody with the green is the white gif here. And okay, so the last +4 comes out. And then got Ard with the blue +2 as well, and then keeps it blue. Okay, so throws it back again. Keeps it going with the blues here for the moment. There's a switch the red. Both had 6 cards left. Art able to play the red here. I think the biggest problem for Art here is he is still just straight up not found a color that's not yellow to make Cody draw, and that's really just kind of put him in a bad spot here throughout this game here. Cody been able to weave and wire through these colors, just really kind of been to his advantage. For the most part, Art has kind of been having to play from behind. Now taking another pause on this one here. Art taking a minute to type this one out. I mean, there is a lineup here for a 6-card finish. We'll see. Not going to be any power plays to stop it, so... Oh man, he might have the rainbow reverses and maybe a +2 added onto it as well. Could this be the series playing from behind a majority of this game and coming in to potentially take it? There's the third. Yellow, I don't know what happened. Yellow +2. There we go. Yellow 2 gets the Uno. There is a +2 left on this yellow here. Could Cody have it? We know Art doesn't have it unless he's doing a weird play. He does have it. Deck gets reshuffled. So that ultimately it's going to be another block. Ends up being one reverse that does not get played. That being the green reverse, and we do get a reshuffle here, but Cody with a +6, but reshuffles the deck with that one. Although I think Art only got one card from that reshuffled deck. And again, I mean, Art gets like a run here, but then it just kind of, I mean, that was looking to materialize in something, but then gets blocked with a +6. And again, kind of in a similar spot here, but, you know, I think with the redraw and Art getting the remaining cards, that's, it's going to be an interesting way for how this could go here. This is the first, like the first, I think this is the first reshuffle. I don't think we didn't reshuffle on the game 8 because I think we had one card left. 26 minutes here. Again, we're in the similar range. That every single card is now back in the deck except for the green +2. And Cody does not have any green here, and I think with the way this reshuffle played out, this actually might switch the momentum to Art's side here. After playing behind for a majority of this game here, might be able to get something going. Never mind, draws on green. Green 0 from Cyan. Another draw from Art here. Maybe Cyan look for the switch. He does get it on the yellow. Been able to find a way with these 0 switches so far in this series. Art with the L4. Cyan playing quickly with the 5. Art has the draw on the yellow here. Just not the color he needs. Cody is out on yellow as well. So this could end up being 2 color here on both ends, which I would think advantage for Cody on that one, but it also depends on what these draws are. Again, this is a reshuffled deck, so every card back in this equation, including all 4 +4s as well as the wilds. Draws keep going on the yellow here. I mean, I think with how this game has gone, especially this back half of the series here, I mean, no matter what, I do think whoever loses this one is definitely going to be leaving very disappointed here. Both have put a lot of time into trying to get this win here. Draws keep on coming here. Top deck yellow 2 from Ard. Will he get it going here, or is this going to be just another top deck where he will continue the draw? This is a similar spot that Ard was in at the start of the game, and that we ended up doing this, and again was just kind of playing from behind for the entire most of that deck cycle. So I'm wondering if he's going to try to do the same thing here again, hoping for a bit of a better draw this time. Because I don't think he really got a great draw in the first time around. He's going to break this time, though. Going to go with the blue 2. Does Cody have the crossover? Oh no, misplay there on that one, and we kind of talk about the commands. Need to make sure you got that all right and centered. We'll see if that matters. You didn't put the B. Okay, it won't matter. You put a P instead of a B. Okay, there we go. So that won't matter there. Gets it right the second try. Kind of similar to what R did at the start of the game here. Yeah, this has been a bit of a slugfest here, but both have definitely been doing all they can to try and stay alive in this game and the series. Half an hour here for game number 9. Running the blue for the moment. Blue 8, blue 4. Cody looking to use the bathroom. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say the cutoff starts at 31. I'm gonna keep a keen eye out for this though. This has been a long game, but we'll see how the rest of this one goes. Monkey typing in the chat. The card start was 13. Okay, with how long this game has gone, I'm gonna also mention that D1 Live post game is canceled because it's getting very late. So apologies for everyone who was looking forward to that. But I mean, even then, we'll have probably a lot to say after this series comes to an end here. Short has classes in the morning, so I think it's understandable. This has been a split of three. This has been a split of 3 paces here. Games. The first third was medium pace. Second third was very quick, and the third has been very long. And while we have this break here, I might try to see if I can quickly get my Duolingo straight. There we go. Got that covered at least. Yeah, I mean, it's been good gameplay. There's been mistakes, I think, on both ends, but I think overall it's been pretty good. Both are definitely giving it 100% here. I need to grab my charger also. There we go. I should be set for the rest of this. Could go top 10 series in terms of length. Clock is technically paused at the moment here. Science back. Let's take a look at how much we're gonna deduct here. That's gonna be 3 minutes, roughly. So, 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm gonna say -3 on that one. All right, I'm gonna keep it going here with the red 4. Gonna do another table here, just to kind of show you where we're at the moment. Keep going with the red here. No, I actually did think potentially that sign was gonna try to do a fake out there. Ultimately that was not the case though. I was thinking that was a low probability as well, because since there was no power plays in the equation. Um, but yeah, we're gonna keep it going here. Big +6 from Ard. Gonna take the lead again here. Most of the time when he's had these runs here, he's just kind of getting blocked and loses the lead. Gonna have the double green 7 here, try to block that, switch the red. Ard really trying to look to get something going here. Has not really been able to get a whole lot going in terms of offense, but has really done a good job in staying in this game here as 4-card run. Quick pause in red here, but we stay on green. Cards are tied. I mean, with how this series goes, every single last card in this final stretch here could be critical. Another +4 here. Cody's going to keep it on green. That's his 11th of the series. Quite a few +4s in general. Ard with 9, Cody with 11. +2, 17 to 15. Cody leading 1 on the wilds. Leading on the skips reverses combined by a little bit. Alright, green 9. No immediate response from Ard here. A wild yellow. A lot of ammo coming out from Cody here. 10th wild of the series from him. What does Ard do here? Plays a blue wild. Held that on the green. Is Ard potentially out of time here? No, that might have came at the right time potentially. Cody draws and maybe a very critical wild play there. Again, I mentioned every single card here could be huge in terms of the series here, and that might have saved the series for Ard right there. And I mean, the hold on that wild is a tough call there as well. That might end up being a series winning move here, depending on how this goes. $35 in this one. Ard is out on the blue, though. Again, just Ard has not really been able to... I think he's only been able to get the Uno once in this game here. Just, I mean, has good plays to stay in it, but just cannot get anything going to close it out on his end. both drawing on the blue. Voiles, Voiles for the chat message. We'll find that out after the game. We can't really determine that right now. Draw City on blue continues. Red, not necessarily, because if the series goes longer, the number's gonna change. Alright, Draw City going on blue, top deck blue 7 here. There's the switch, and we are going yellow now. A lot of people coming in for some late night action here. This game started at 9 p.m. We are at 11:36. +2 from Cody to take the lead back. On yellow here. 37 minutes, getting close to 38. Gonna keep it going on the yellow. Big run there, staying on yellow here with the double reverses here. Kind of extending that gap. Now what does Art do after that? Gonna try to force a draw on the blue here. And he will. Again, like Art has just been really good at the defense, but I think it's just the thing is he can't necessarily do this forever. Because it's gonna have to find a way to get to the end on his own at some point here. I'm wondering if the option has just really not been present this entire game. We're gonna have to see, because this has been a very good defensive showing from Ard here, but I just don't really see the path he has at the moment to try to close this one out. Because it just feels like this entire series, barring 1 or 2 moments, it's really been defense, defense, defense. So it's been great showing from Ard to stay alive in this one. But we're just gonna have to see how this goes. Double play on the blue here. Sometimes it just takes one, though. It just takes one good run and you're rolling, and that could be what lines up for Ard here. Draws keep on going here. This is going to be by far the longest game of the tournament so far. Or longest, not even game, longest series of the tournament so far. Switch the green, breaks free. And it's looking like we're potentially back rolling again. Green 1. Green 3 from Cody here, looking to get it going again. Got a blue square here from Scars. I'm not really sure what the reference is for that one, because it is on green at the moment. Alright, switch the yellow here. Cody able to get it going on the yellow. Gonna yellow here, yellow 3. And Cody draws here, maybe an opportunity for Ard potentially. Has not really had many opportunities so far in this series where he's able to play on a color while Cody has to draw. This could be that flip where he could get that offense going. Cody gonna switch out of the yellow right away. Goes in the green. Are gonna keep the green going as well. I would not be surprised if whoever wins this ends up popping off in some way, because I mean this has been a brutally long game. Cyan draws on green now. If Ard can play this, I think suddenly things might have shifted a little bit here, and this could end up being a role reversal. It's 3-card run into red here. Ard with the lead, but that's going to be a different color. In theory, frees up Cody. Saw him draw on yellow and green here. Haven't seen much on the red and blue. Big run on the red here. And that is exactly what he needed to retake the lead here. So not yet a flip of the rolls. Cody gonna reclaim the lead again. Cody is when Cody is down for a bit, it's like 1 or 2 turns later, he just takes the lead right again. So just been really trying to maintain the I guess the follow the leader role where he's been the leader. Nard's been just trying to follow, but we really gotta try to find a way to shake him off his tail. Yellow 9 from Ard. Cody has the yellow 6. I don't know how many +4. We've only seen 1 +4 in this current deck cycle here. So there's still a good amount left, but are they in the deck here? Ard has drawn. You saw Cody draw on the yellow before here, but does he have a lineup here that can end it here? I mean, there's still 3 +4s left, and that will do it. And I think Ard is out of time here. Cody potentially finishing with a +4. And there it is on technically his own card there, and that will do it after a 44-minute game. 44 minutes, 24 seconds. Cody's going to survive after being down 4-3 here. Wow, I mean, that was, I mean, again, I mentioned 3 different series on that one there, but Cody able to find another +4 to wrap that one up, and we'll make it 4-4 for the rookies here in this Enchanted 8. I mean, really, again, Cody, throughout that game, I felt like you were kind of had a, I don't know necessarily control per se, but you were definitely kind of leading the pack there. And I feel like most times when Ard tried to make a move, you had the block there. Ard had a lot of blocks in general to kind of like stop the game from keeping moving forward, but I felt like you kind of maintained that lead for a good chunk of it, and able to get the win there. Okay, I don't think the yellow switch would have really mattered, because you had red as well, but um, I just kind of, I'm trying to think of specific moments, in general, to ask about in this game, but there's a lot to dissect here, so I guess I'll just start with a more general one. Your thoughts on kind of closing this one out, getting the win here, especially with having to use both power plays in Game 8.
There were so many goddamn mistakes that I said to myself, if there are any time Ard would have a finishing run, it's all my fault. All my fault. Nobody else would be to blame but myself. But I am just. I don't know how to feel. I mean, this feels amazing. Like, it was a hard worked series, probably the hardest that I ever had to work for a winning series. I am so happy I managed to get myself out of that one because there's so much that I have to study going to the next game because with so many mistakes I made, Mac Johnson is not going to tolerate anything. He has learned to be elite in this game. And if I make the same mistakes I made here, I'm getting obliterated. No question about it. But right now, I just want to celebrate. This is the skill based win I've been looking for this entire season. And now I finally get it. I passed the test after all this time. I am happy right now, but honest to God, amazing series by Ard. Ard played such an amazing game. Honestly, he played better than me, probably overall, because he made less mistakes, but he became less fortunate on the draws during those endurance games. So I am just happy and grateful to have made it this far. And hey, if I don't win the next game, then it's because karma has come to collect its debt. So, really, I just feel so much happiness inside at the moment. Ard played amazing. In a way, he should have won this series because I made one too many mistakes. But I'm going to let it back to you, G. This was probably match of the tournament. I'm going to say it here. Sorry, are you trying to ask me something? My bad. Mm, I don't I don't remember because that was nearly an hour ago. But in my honest opinion, I think I had nothing there. He disconnected my pieces here and there for the win, but I thought it was over. I thought when he used that power play, my heart sunk. Like, oh, yep, here it goes. I'm getting punished for all the mistakes I made early in the series. But really, that was that was when I was like, try not to give up, try not to give up. And if I lost this series, I have no excuses. Absolute freaking no excuse why I would lose this one, except for my own mistakes. But it was not the cleanest game. I made too many mistakes. I really need to look at the film going into the next game against Mac Johnson because Mac Johnson, like I said before, he will not tolerate any of the mistakes I made. He's going to make sure that it's going to cost me the series. So when I go on, I really need a better game plan, a lot of things, honestly. Because if I don't, then I'm not contending for the rookie class medal. So, well, Mac, I at least got you the master class. I at least got you that. Ready to face you, but there's a lot of things I need to work on beforehand. But stellar series by Ard. He did everything he had to do. But I just feel excited from the win, so it's going to take me a while to get my thoughts in.
This has been a presentation of MRE Uno Division 1.